Hello geocachers, treasure hunters and thrill seekers. I hope you're all well. I thought today I'd do a little how-to video on how to actually geocache, just for all those people who are doing it for the first time or maybe just venturing out or considering it. And what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using the Geocaching app. So I'm going to put a thing on the screen that shows you exactly what I do as we go looking for a geocache. Now the geocache we're going to go looking for is one of mine, so the full reveal on this doesn't really matter because it's my geocache. And yeah, so let's have a look on the screen now and I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, so that's my home screen as you can see, and the geocaching app, I prefer the geocaching app in the bottom left there as my preferred app. There are other ones are available like CGO, and I think there's another one as well. I've just used this one from day one. So let's get it opened up. Now as you can see, what it comes up with there is a map, and that's not actually where we are at the moment. Oh, there's a little game that's come up in the app, so we'll just click off that one. I don't want to go on to that. How do I get rid of that? Oh, just press the back arrow key and that's got rid of that. That's thrown me out a bit. This is what happens sometimes. Alright, so as you can see, there's some geocaches on there. The little green dots are geocaches, and so are the blue question marks. Now if I press the compass icon in the top right hand corner there, just near Foston, it will go to where I actually am now. And can you see the little blue dot right in the middle of the screen? That's where I am in my car. And if you see the star next to it, that's one of my geocaches. And the smiley face just above that, that's a geocache I have already found, hence the smiley face. So is the smiley face just up to the left hand side there. You can also see one of my other geocaches in the star just under Haxby. And then there's a green one nearer the top and two orangey ones together. Those are geocaches I haven't found yet, and they each mean different things. But we're going to look for this one with the star right next to the blue dot, which is where I am. Let's just zoom in a little bit. All right, and that star there, that would normally be one of the green caches, which means they're just open to anybody to do. They're just traditional geocaches. Right, so let's have a quick look at that. Now, as you can see, that's in some woodland, and it's actually in a little wood called Westfield Wood, and I had to get permission to put this there because it's what is it? It's owned by a trust, and you just got to get permission by the trust to do this. If I tap on that, it'll open it up and say, and there's the name of it, Holly's Neighbour. Let's tap on Holly's Neighbour, and it'll open up the geocache and all the information. Now on that screen, as you can see, there's navigate, log, there's difficulty, terrain, and the size, which is a micro. There's my name there, more than just a cleaner. Let's tap on the description. There we go, so there's a description of the area. You don't have to put these in, but some geocaches do. And it tells you a little bit about the area you're looking at. As we go down, it does say you'll need a pen, pencil, and maybe tweezers for this one. It's always good to provide a little bit of information if you're creating caches. It's not particularly high up, and it's likely spottable by a keen-eyed kiddlywink. It's just a name I like to call children. And please make sure it's hidden back out of easy viewing, because you don't want other people to accidentally find it and mess about with it. Alright, so we scroll back to the top. If I go press the back arrow key, go back to the screen, we can have a look at the activity, and this will show you whether the cache owner, in this case me, has done any work on it, or whether it's been found. And as you scroll up and down there, you can see it's been found 4 times. And there's a little photo there as well. Somebody's uploaded a photo. There's some maintenance by me, somebody who didn't find it, a DNF. If you see any blue little non-smiley faces, sad faces on the map screen, that's ones that you haven't found, and that's the blue DNF one. Okay, let's go back, and then what we'll do now is we'll go looking for this, and in order to go looking for it, we press navigate. And then when we navigate, it gives us an as the crow flies distance. That can be changed to miles if you want it to, feet and miles. So the problem with as the crow flies is if you follow that, you can end up in dead ends if you don't know the area very well, and then have to go around and find another way around it. And that's happened to me on several occasions. Let's go looking for this one, shall we? Not sure what the weather's going to be like. It's a little bit hit and miss out there at the minute. I apologise. I am using my phones for this to record this because I'm just doing it quite impromptu. If there's wind noise on the mic, I am a bit sorry about that. But I will speed up some bits as we're walking. We've not got far to go, only 259 metres. It is a little bit breezy, but we're heading down here. If I just zoom in on the map a little bit, you can see there is a pathway, and that's what this pathway is in front of me now. So I think we'll speed this up until we get a bit closer. Right, now as you can see, there is a dike there, and on the map you can see I'm passing over a water source, so it gives us a clue that we're in the right area. We're going over here. Speed this up a little bit. Right, now I'm only 20 metres away, it's saying. Just move the screen around a little bit. So the title of the cache is Holly's Neighbour. Oh, sometimes the app does that, which is really strange. So if you press the back button and then press navigate again, it kind of brings it back. And you will sometimes find in woody area the trees interfere with the GPS. But as you can see, we're not far from this. Now we're looking for Holly's Neighbour. Now my phone has just buzzed and vibrated, and that means I'm really close. Look at that, look, Holly. Now looking at the thing, Holly's Neighbour. Let's go back to the description. You're looking around, you might see a tree with trunking branches that would make a good rest spot. Well, that's not it, is it? Oh, hey, look at that. Trunking and branches that would make a good rest spot. Well, you could sit on there, couldn't you? And can you see it? Somebody's actually moved the twigs that I left in the way. My idea was you have a sit on this little branch. Right, I accidentally switched off the mapping phone. Yeah, my idea was you could maybe have a sit on this branch and have a look round for it. I did initially, took it into one of these little things here. The first cache actually went missing, but you can actually see that one down there, look. The good thing is, anybody passing on that path wouldn't notice it. I just step back, it's not something you'd see down there from the path, and that area there isn't a path around there, so you'd actually have to come to this area to look for it. If I just take this out, it's got a bit stuck. Somebody's wedged it right in. Oh, they have wedged it in as well. There we go, and we're out. Okay, so it's a little camo tub. And if I flip it open, there's the log inside. And the previous finders have signed it. Nice, eh? So once you've found it and signed the log, you need to pop it back where you got it, right? And I actually did have these like little sticks just stood in the way, just to hide it a little bit. That's my other phone there. So yeah, nicely hidden away. Now once you've found it, sorry, I'm just trying to do two things at once. You do have to keep an eye out sometimes for muggles. In other words, people who are non-geocachers when you're looking for geocaches, just to make sure you're not spotted so that you reveal something that they might then, you know, mess about with and interfere with. Anyway, once you've found your cache, you click on the cache itself and then you tap on log. And on here, well, it's got owner maintenance there because it's my cache. But for you guys, it would be right note, it would be I should have done a cache. it wasn't mine. What it would give you when you come to that normally is it'd give you the option to write a note, to log it as a DNF or to log it as a find. And then what you do is you tap in your details that you've logged it, leave a little message, and that's it, you found a geocache. And then you just sort of like, that becomes one of your first finds if you haven't done this yet. So that's it. It's quite straightforward, although it can get a lot more complicated the more you do. Puzzle caches are even harder, but I just thought I'd give you an introduction into how to actually find a simple geocache. Hope you found that useful. If you have, give the video a thumbs up. Cheers. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's entirely up to you. Right, I'm going to head back. If you like what I'm doing on the channel, you know what to do. Hit that magic subscribe button. Costs you out. Just means that you get a notification whenever you open up YouTube, whenever I do something fantastic. My head's getting rather big today. All right, you take care of yourself. Cheerio.